The purpose of this is to let the world know that if there's one problem this administration has, is debt. Most of the projects that are being commissioned, they are coming for their balance payment, and it's running in millions and billions. I said I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk because when you keep pushing me to talk, I will say it so that they will see it off the fire.
Earlier, Abia State Governor Alex Oti commissioned the road as he commended Governor Fubara for his achievement over the past 1 year.
10.98, almost 11 kilometers of road built by a reputable company and delivered in record time of 8 months. I want to congratulate the governor for what he has done. I want to thank him for remembering this community. I want to thank him for remembering from where he came. It is very easy not to remember, but he remembered and came back. God will continue to bless. I want to also congratulate him for the great job he's doing in River State. I have always said it, that leadership is service.
The Emeka Beke-led All Progressives Congress in River State has urged Governor Siminalayi Fubara to ensure that any call for a probe should focus on key parameters such as transparency and disclosure within the period under review. In a media briefing in Port Harcourt, the embattled Publicity Secretary of the APC, Darlington Moju, commended the governor for taking this step. Robinson Namewo says the establishment of a panel of inquiry on governance by the state governor will finally provide closure for Rivers people after over 8 years of uncertainty. Namewo, who also chairs the governing council of Captain Lechi Amadi Polytechnic, emphasized that Rivers funds had been misappropriated for the past 8 years, with government properties and funds allocated to individuals. He noted that the past administration had similarly established a panel of inquiry on the Amechi government. Namewo stressed that the Commission of Inquiry would offer a true picture of Wike's administration over the past 8 years, emphasizing that government activities should be transparent and accessible to the public.
Even the government of Nyesom Wike, the immediate past governor of River State and current FCT minister, did the same when he took over. He set up a commission of inquiry to inquire into the activities of the government of Right Honorable Chibike Rotima Amechi over the past 8 years. I think this step will help douse most of the tension in the state. One, particularly to the extent that there were a lot of misappropriations. For 8 years, Rivers people did not see their budget. For 8 years, government properties were allocated, appropriated to individuals.
Also, following the announcement by Governor Siminalayi Fubara to establish a panel of inquiry to investigate the administration of the Rivers State government, a youth advocate in the state, Chinedu Odike, says the full implementation of the white paper resulting from the panel's findings would be the greatest gift to the people of Rivers State. Speaking in an interview with Today FM, Odike welcomed the probe as a positive step, calling for unity and cooperation from all stakeholders. Odike, who described the panel probe as a welcome development that will require the support of everyone, urged anyone invited by the panel not to entertain any fear, expecting that the panel would not be to witch hunt anyone. Similarly, a Port Harcourt-based youth activist, Charles Jaja, emphasized the importance of ensuring the panel's establishment is not merely a verbal threat. Jaja underscored the need for transparency and urged the governor to focus on key areas during the inquiry process. Meanwhile, a Port Harcourt-based human rights legal practitioner, Kingsley Nhomo, has expressed concern that the Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara's decision to set up a panel of inquiry into the administration of past Governor Nyesom Wike may be politically motivated and ultimately yield no tangible results. In an interview with Today FM's Priye Izogo, Kingsley acknowledged that the governor has a legal right to establish such a panel, but warned that the circumstances surrounding the inquiry are overly political and may undermine its effectiveness. Kingsley advised Governor Fubara to focus on governance rather than getting distracted by political maneuverings. He also drew parallels with similar panels set up by past administrations which failed to yield meaningful outcomes.
Well, when it comes to the legality or the wise of it, the governor has the right to do what he's doing right now. But it's more than just legal issues. They're playing politics. He's a good student. He wants to learn from his master. Right from the time of Odile down to sin now, there have been series of panel of inquiries and what happened at the end of it. They are just playing politics. His master did it. So he is also learning. if you begin to dig out who is wrong or who is right, we'll have to start from the demolition, the defection of the lawmakers, the illegality or otherwise of the pact with the President Tinubu. Why will a lawmaker or the lawmakers who defected from their party to another party be asked to come back? What is the brain behind all this? Legally, we know the implication.
On the lingering and multiplicity of court cases on Amehule and 26 other lawmakers, Kingsley said only the independence and financial autonomy of the judiciary can resolve all the issues in the political crisis in the state.
A chief judge will be telling governor, please, we don't have generator, buy all generator. When you are supposed to be independent in the real sense of it, financially and otherwise. How many times have the executive come to meet the judiciary, please, we need money to buy generator? They buy themselves or luxury cars, any type of car they want to buy. There be financial autonomy. When I'm not ready to come and beg you, the amount you are getting is the amount the other person is getting. You are getting 50,000 naira a month. I'm equally getting 50,000 a month. So what am I coming to beg you 50,000 naira for?
You're listening to the World News on Today 95.1 FM, Voice of the People. We'll be right back after this short break.
Every day, every hour, when the big stories break, depend on our 24-hour news team to bring you the latest. Today 95.1 FM.
Thanks for staying with us. Now the rest of the news. The Director General of the Importers Association of Nigeria Special Task Force, Chijioke Okoro, has criticized the purported factional secretary of the Ohaneze Ndigbo Youth Wing, Nnabuike Oku, for his alleged accusations against the Chief of Naval Staff. Oku reportedly accused the Chief of Naval Staff of involvement in illegal oil bunkering activities in the Niger Delta region and demanded his dismissal. In response, Okoro dismissed Oku as a jobless individual whose sole occupation appears to be blackmailing people. He warned Oku to cease blackmailing senior authorities like the Chief of Naval Staff, who has been instrumental in combating illegal oil bunkering and contributing to the nation's security efforts. Okoro emphasized that the issue of oil bunkering is steadily declining, attributing this progress to the effective monitoring efforts after the FEC meeting held at the Council Chamber of the Presidential Villa Abuja. He said that Nigeria visa processes are becoming cumbersome, adding that the ease of doing business is also tied to our visa processes. On the foreign scene, the United Nations says one of its staff members was killed and another injured as they traveled to a hospital in southern Gaza yesterday. India's mission to the UN in New York named the staff member as Cole Kali, who worked for the UN Department of Safety and Security in Gaza. The UN said the workers were traveling in a UN vehicle to the European hospital near Rafah when it was struck. It did not mention who it thought was responsible for the attack. The UN says the death is the first of an international UN worker in Gaza since the start of the conflict. The Israeli military said an initial inquiry indicated the vehicle was struck in an active combat zone and it had
1,000 naira. But currently, I use nothing less than 55,000 naira, if not even more. And to get the fuel is even quite scarce. Now, another look inflation could carry could be the part of the exchange rate. Because of the constant changes in price, cost of goods and services have really gone high. So being an employee in Nigeria right now is quite difficult because you will find out that your monthly expenditure is almost surpassing your income, if not even getting higher than that, which makes it quite difficult for people to scale through. And this kind of phase is what we call economic hardship.
Okay, so inflation, economic hardship. Let's get to the main topic for today.
Okay.
Turning inflation into opportunity. Can you tell us Nigerians who are really hit by this downtime, and how can this be turned into an opportunity?
Well, for Nigerians, I believe that most times when things are quite difficult, you can always find the silver lining there, okay? Like I said, inflation is not only a Nigerian thing, it's also a global crisis. Yet, I would want to tell you for a fact that the world richest men actually got richer in hard times like this. Now, if you ask me what the secret is, it's nothing more than leverage. The number one global solution that has been adopted by the rich and the wealthy. If we want to know better, if we want to look at it, what leverage actually means, it's just you maximizing an advantage that you have. Now, I want us to understand that using leverage as a tool is not me asking you to change your field or stop the businesses you're doing currently. It's just simply maximizing these things that we have that can accelerate your business currently. So if you own a business in Nigeria and you're making about 100,000 naira profit, maybe weekly profits from that business, what are we going to do differently that would upscale that 100,000 naira profit to about 1 million? What we have to just do is upgrading the service, and by upgrading the service, I mean leveraging some key tools.
Interesting. So how can we use this leverage?
Well, the biggest businesses in the world currently are not just big by chance. This leverage for them can be two things, okay? We have the power of the internet, and we also have AI, which is artificial intelligence, as we all know. Now, we have the most valuable brands like Amazon, Apple, Google, all averaging an approximate of about $200 billion plus using these same key tools that I'm introducing to us today. Now, if I'm talking about the power of the internet, I'm going to give a very simple example like Netflix, the very popular streaming site. When they first started, they were renting physical DVDs. They weren't even doing enough. But then they also leveraged this power of the internet. And currently, the company is worth more than 210 billion US dollars. So this means that if you have a business currently in Nigeria and your business is not on the internet, like what Bill Gates said, your business will soon be out of business.
Okay, so you really need to get your business on the internet to leverage on these things to make more money.
Very true.
Now, what are the businesses that Nigerians can do that they can leverage AI with, as artificial intelligence?
Yes, there are several online businesses that persons can do to leverage this AI tool to make managing these businesses easier, okay? Now, AI, which is popularly known as artificial intelligence, can be incorporated into any online business as it is. Now, let's take, for instance, we have businesses like YouTube automation, which is a concept of creating viral worthy videos for your channel without actually having to be present. You have AI creating your content, putting your videos together, helping you schedule the posting and all of it like that. All you have to do is sit back, manage these things from time to time, and then enjoy passive income, which means from that YouTube automation I just talked about, you can be averaging nothing less than 3,000 to 10,000 US dollars if you have relevant niche.
Okay.
All you have to just do is cash out. Yes, it's as easy as that. Now, with the way things are going, it's more promising to actually automate your business so you can venture into more than one thing, okay? Like we all know, the average millionaire has nothing less than 7 streams of income. So you can't say I'm doing one thing alone and I'm cool with it. No, you need to find better methods at which you can actually increase your stream of income. Now, finally, we have the biggest of them all, and it's called electronic trading, which is e-trading. Now, this is more or less like a method of buying and selling of financial instruments like stocks, bonds, currencies, all in the bid to make profits. Now, this kind of trading, which is e-trading, can be done via your mobile phone, can be done on your computer, and you can do it from anywhere in the world.
E-trading. Tell us more, and how does it work?
It is a very simple and yet the most profitable of them all within a short period of time. Now, let me give us a very simple instance. Do you know gold?
Yeah, sure. Gold?
Now, it's one piece that has great value and appreciates over time, not just by wearing it, but also gold online. So the same gold, nothing has changed, but this time around, it can be seen. Just like your credit balance in your bank account. When you receive your alert, the money doesn't just drop in front of you, but then you are certain that there's money in your bank. Yes.
Okay.
Now, gold also exists online, and its price is being traded every single day. Trading gold can be very, very profitable. This year alone, gold's price has moved the record high from about $1,985 per ounce to $2,431 per ounce, which is the highest high ever. I'm talking about 4,460 pips. Now, for those that are traders, if you understand what that means, in trading, 1 pip can actually equal $10 depending on the size you're using. So if you had traded gold since the beginning of this year, 2024, you would have made nothing less than $44,600. Now, just think of how much you can earn monthly by trading this particular instrument. And you don't even have to trade it every day. Yes, that's how it works. You can actually choose when it's more suitable for you to trade, and you can add other instruments in the market to this. We have silver, we have oil, we have corn, and this is just in the aspect of commodities. Then we have the indices aspect, we have the currency aspect. So there is so much profit to be made. Now let me blow your mind. You see this buying and selling, it can actually be taken to another level, which means it can be done in the AI way, the automated way. I mean, when you don't have to stress about monitoring your trades, or you don't have to bother about where the market is going, but then you're steadily making profits. Why? Because all of your trading is done by AI, which means you can even build a passive kind of income. Whether you show up to work, whether you have family things to take care of, you have profits coming to you. I like to call it trading like a boss.
Okay, interesting. All right, trading like a boss. I like that. So it's like you can make money while you sleep.
Exactly.
Now, how can Nigerians participate in this and also benefit?
Well, this is why we're bringing the New Wave Tech Conference to Nigerians. You know, we're an international-based company, but this is going to be our first big conference here in Nigeria. So if you're ready to upscale, not just upscale, turn this inflation into an opportunity, then you need to be there. Now, it's time to actually adopt this revolution and stop sleeping on opportunities. Like I like to say, come online. At this conference, we'll be informing and equipping you with all the businesses that you can leverage in 2024. You know, I mentioned some earlier. I talked about dropshipping, blogging automation, YouTube automation, and e-trading. Now, all these businesses, we're going to be helping you upscale with them. Not just that, we'll be opening e-trading accounts and setting up softwares to boost your trades for those that will be interested. Also, we'll be providing AI software, the ones I talked about, that helps you do the buying and the selling even when you are not present. All these will be given at the premises.
All right, these are quite interesting and informative. Who are the people that are qualified to attend this conference, and is it free?
This conference is one of the most powerful, and getting a seat here could cost up to $100, but we'll be giving it absolutely free for every single person that will be attending. So if you're an investor, if you're a businessman, you're an employee, and you're a retiree, or even a job seeker, or even a housewife, okay? As long as you are interested in scaling up or turning this inflation into opportunity, this conference is for you. All you have to just do is come that day. You don't even have to be a computer literate. Just come with your internet connected device and we will definitely set you up.
Well, there you have it. Free New Wave Tech Conference you can't afford to miss. Princess, can you tell us the date, the time and venue of this conference and how people can register to attend?
This event will be taking place in the city of Port Harcourt, and the date is this week Thursday 16th and Friday 17th of May 2024. This week Thursday 16th and Friday 17th of May 2024 from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. From 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. And the venue is going to be at the City View Building, second floor, 26A Aba Road, beside Market Junction, Port Harcourt. City View Building, second floor, 26A Aba Road, beside Market Junction, Port Harcourt. To register is very simple. Text PH1, that is PH for Port Harcourt, and number 1 to this number to come for day 1. 091 6466 0000 091 6466 0000 091 6466 0000. If you won't be available for the first day, you can register for day 2. Send PH2, that is Port Harcourt, and number 2 to this number. PH2, that is Port Harcourt, and number 2 to this number. 091 6466 0000 091 6466 0000. I'll take the number again. 091 6466 0000.
All right, so what else would participants be getting at this conference?
Well, being at the event alone is power-packed with so much benefit for you, but I would like to take it up a notch. Now, participants will be gaining 3 things by attending this event. For the first 100 persons, they'll be getting a comprehensive conference material and resources. Also, our partner broker who's going to be present at the event will be giving participants up to 124% bonus, which is equivalent to about 124,000 naira in your trading account, only for those that will be starting the business of trading. And finally, for those that will be delving into the automation aspect, we'll be giving you training consultation and then the software, which is the AI that would help you do the buying and the selling, and you get your returns constantly.
Wow, this sounds so good. Too good to be true, Princess. Can you tell us again the date, time, and venue of this conference?
This event will be taking place in the city of Port Harcourt, and the date is
this week, Thursday, 16th, and Friday, 17th of May, 2024.
This week,
Thursday, 16th, and Friday, 17th of May, 2024.
From 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. From 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. And the venue is going to be at the City View Building, 2nd floor, 26A Aba Road, beside Market Junction, Port Harcourt. City View Building, 2nd floor, 26A Aba Road, beside Market Junction, Port Harcourt. To register is very simple. Text PH1, that is PH for Port Harcourt, and number 1 to this number to come for day 1. 091 6466 0000 091 6466 0000 091 6466 0000. If you won't be available for the first day, you can register for day 2. Send PH2, that is Port Harcourt, and number 2 to this number. PH2, that is Port Harcourt, and number 2 to this number. 091 6466 0000 091 6466 0000. I'll take the number again. 091 6466 0000.
All right, opportunities come but once. This might be that opportunity you've been waiting for to move to the next level of your finances. A New Wave Tech is here to educate Nigerians and enlighten us. This might be your chance. Why don't you take it? Thank you very much, Princess, for coming.
Thank you so much for having me at the studio.
And that was a paid infomercial.
Turn the dial and turn up the thrill. We are not in the same league. We are rewriting the rules. Here on Today95.1 FM.
We talk, you listen.
You may not realize it, but do you know you can always show your love for others with simple gestures? Here are some of them. Always look for the good in people. There are two sides to every story. We have our good and bad sides. So, look for the good in people. Focus on people's potential. Everyone has potential. So, rather than put them down, help them realize it. Choose to love. If you're given an option between giving love and receiving love, choose giving because that is a more practical choice. Treat everyone as equals. This means letting go of all the prejudice and partiality. See people for who they really are, not their jobs, not their apparels or bank accounts. If everyone does this, then the world would be a better place. Love yourself. You cannot give what you don't have. So, before you try to love other people, love yourself first. Forgive. We all make mistakes. So, whether it's a family or a stranger, the best way of showing love is forgiveness. Everyone deserves a second chance. Show compassion. Care for other people. Care for what they are going through. Do what you can to help. Give back to the community. Remember that a single drop of water can cause countless ripples. That donation, no matter how small, can inspire others to do the same. Smile, even to strangers. Remember that you're never fully dressed without a smile. So, do not underestimate the power of a smile. Not only does it lighten up your face, it will also brighten up another person's day. Be the spark of positivity you want to see. When you smile, the whole world smiles with you. This message is brought to you by Today95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
You changed me to brand new. You show me love that I never knew. Oh, my morning dew, I can't stop.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
The future belongs to the dreamers, the doers, to those who are not afraid to explore endless opportunities. No matter what your dreams are, you can achieve it. And Top Tea will be with you every step of the way. Start your day with a flavorful cup of Top Tea. You are made for more. The future belongs to the dreamers, the doers, to those who are not afraid.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
My baby, my shy. Oh, yeah, my baby, me da. Oh, yeah, my honey, me da. Oh, yeah, my if me da. Oh, yeah, my mosquito, me da. Oh, yeah, my baby, me da. Oh, yeah, my honey, me da. Oh, yeah, my if me da. Oh, yeah, my mosquito, me da. Oh, yeah, my if I'm a man. I can't deny you're my baby boo for life. Yeah, awesome, the angel of my life. Oh, you make with the dangboro. For your side, I go dungboro. This is love on a son in it. Make we take a moment. Oh, yeah, baby, musangara. If you don't mind, oh, yo. I go make you my spring saver. Oh, Mr. Flavor. Oh, baby, I like I am taleno. Share the papa pimbele kaya. Oh, baby, I like I am taleno. Share the papa pimbele kaya. Oh, baby, my sherry, my sherry, my baby, my sherry. Oh, yeah, my baby, me da. Oh, yeah, my honey, me da. My baby, my lover, my tornado. Yeah, my baby, my lover, my tornado. My baby, my lover, my tornado. My baby, my lover, my tornado.
Welcome to What's on Your Mind on your premium talk radio today, 95.1 FM. My name is Lucky Maxwell. Good to have you on the show. Yes, it's a great evening. It didn't rain today, it rained yesterday, so a little break, it comes back again. But I'm scared for those who are already counting their losses. The floods all over. The floods all over. Now, it's the segment where we talk about what's on your mind. Yes, you've been brewing on something you've been meditating on. You're looking for an opportunity to voice it. This is that platform. What's on my mind is the fact that Rivers people are going through a lot of pains. Like Fayoshe was shouting in that video, that he's in pains. He's in pains. Even though that was a drama. Rivers people are truly in pains. But another question is, are they venting this pain to the authorities? Are they looking for avenues to vent this pain, or they are busy with political happenings? There's a whole lot of social issues we have going on in our society. The flood is there. The schools right now, some of these schools will be flooded. The one, that secondary school at Bolurumigbo will be flooded, I am very sure. With the rains of yesterday, it will definitely be flooded. You know, it's a shame that we're having all these issues surrounding us, yet we have, in quote, people who are in authority, people who are supposed to be solving problems, people who are supposed to be taking responsibility. But I don't blame them, I blame you. You are the cause of all this problem. The people are the cause of all the problem. Yes, most of the social issues we have in our society are contributed by the residents of these areas. Because some of us, we have a very low mindset. When I mean low mindset, yes, very, we accept anything. We accept everything. Let me take this short break. I'll be right back.
Radio has never been this good. Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
The future belongs to the dreamers, the doers, to those who are not afraid to explore endless opportunities. No matter what your dreams are, you can achieve it. And Top Tea will be with you every step of the way. Start your day with a flavorful cup of Top Tea. You are made for more. The future belongs to the dreamers, the doers, to those who are not afraid.
95.1 FM, voice of the people.
And we're back.
So welcome back. Now, when I mean that, we have a very low mindset, we accept everything. Some of the issues within your locality didn't start today. And we have failed to alert the authorities and hold them responsible for whatever is going on within our area. Yes, we have our own contribution. Okay, for instance, look at the flood issues in Port Harcourt and Obiakpo. Are we supposed to be having it? But you fail to clean your gutter. Yes, as bitter as it is, we have failed to clean our drainages. And we have also failed to hold the authorities to clean up the bigger drainages. So we have failed on our part, they have also failed on their part. So we leave the major, instead of us to major on the major, we major on the minor. That's the problem. That's the problem. So we major on the minor. So I think it's time for us to start turning a new leaf and start behaving like human beings, the way we're supposed to behave. We deserve more, but you can't get that more until you ask for it. You must demand for it. You must not get carried away with one little thing, one small patch road that they are doing, and you get carried away with it. No, it's not necessary. Don't get carried away. Those things are just distractions. Demand for something better. Demand for good food. Don't go and eat crumbs and then you start making so much noise. When they started fixing those solar lights, yes, it's good. The place I have, they put some on my street. But I think that's not even the best. And then someone told me, actually, you're not grateful. I say, my friend, get out of that place. Grateful for what? For using my own money to do what I'm supposed to enjoy? If you don't know your right, I know my right. So don't come and tell me I'm not grateful. Grateful for what? Why should I be grateful? Am I not paying you while you're in that office? The money I'm using to pay your salary, buy cars for you, feed you, buy clothes for you, pay your travel allowance. Whose money? It is my money. That's what's on my mind. 0810-9510-951. What's on your mind? Let's talk. Make do with 0810-9510-951. Good evening. Welcome.
Thank you. My name is Ukoma, calling from Port Harcourt.
Go ahead, sir.
What is in my mind is the political situation in Rivers State. You know, I was listening to the 4 o'clock program, and one ardent supporter of our former governor from Biafra State called in, and he was like,
"No, I wouldn't want you to leave people. Let's just focus on the issue."
Yeah, the issue is, you know, everybody. I was told that no king makes himself a king. Even on the coronation day, someone will need to pick the crown and place on your head and say, by the power bestowed on me, as tradition demands, they will now collect the crown and then place it on someone's head. Now, that scenario implies that nobody can emanate from anywhere and get to somewhere without a ladder or a channel or a medium, which are humans around. You know, because the situation in Rivers State is as a result of someone making someone to become what is. And then maybe along the line there were some understanding. And so when those understandings were not being followed, it now results to what we are seeing now and all that. Now the rhetorical question I ask myself is that the other person who is making everything to be the way it is now, does it mean that he crowned himself, he made himself a king, and then there were nobody that actually aided or did one thing or the other to make himself a king? So me, I am appealing. He should sift his sword and allow Rivers State to have peace, whether we like it or not. So long as this crisis remains, the governor cannot be focused at all. He will try as much as he can. He can even come to the public and make us understand that he's not being distracted, he's focused, he's delivering, but that's not true. Because the more they continue to hit him now, nobody knows. It's like pregnant woman. Rivers State now is like a pregnant woman. Nobody knows the injunction that will come tomorrow, because it's all about injunction. So please, we will continue to preach and plead that the former governor has done his 8 years. Let him allow Siminala Efubara to do these 4 years first. After the 4 years, if the people said, "Oh, we still like you," continue for the next 4 years, then let him continue. Thank you. That is my submission.
Thank you very much for your time. All right. Send in your messages to 0701-933-9962. What's on your mind? What's on your mind? Tell us. Have you also noticed that fuel is now 850 naira? Gradually, they're pushing it to 1,000 naira. And Nigerians are very quiet. Nobody's talking. Nobody's saying anything. A typical Nigerian, push him to the wall. He will look for a way and open the wall and find, an escape route, instead of him to push the person back. That's a typical Nigerian for you. Nigerians behave that way. 850? Are you kidding me? So the taxi drivers are harassing passengers to pay more. One small distance like that, you hear 150, 200. It is all right. He built Lagos, he will build Nigeria. Indeed. And I'm wondering, the Port Harcourt refinery, please, what's going on? Has it not started working? They told us latest January, after the Christmas and New Year holidays. And then we've not seen anything up until this moment. Later they said there was in February or March, and this is May. Before you know it, 2024 is gone, and the thing hasn't worked. What will it take for government to finish that project? The I've perfected the plan of importing fuel, importing everything. The other day I went to the market, the price of ice fish went up. And I asked the woman, what's going on? She said, they banned this one. That the money you use in clearing the goods is much more than the money you use in buying the goods. And I said, since they are banning all this, are they producing here? She said, the entire how. So you ban this, you ban that, but you're not producing. You have different types of fish, croaker, shiny, and all that. So if you're banning all those fish, if you're banning it, it means you have enough capacity to produce yours, right? Because at the end of the day, what Nigerians want is availability and affordability. Availability and affordability. Gari is now 110,000 a bag. Gari in those days, when I mean those days, just a few years back, a bag was about 20,000, 25,000. It's now 110,000. Maybe it will soon get to 200,000 or possibly 300,000. Gari is no more the poor man's food. Beans, a cup of beans is now 300 naira. Beans that we used to buy 2 cups for 50 naira is now 300 naira. So one small akara like that is 50 naira. Moi moi is now expensive because you use bean, of course, to make moi moi and akara, or bean cake as the case may be. That is the present Nigeria for you. So there's no poor man food again. Before, you buy 1 custard rubber of beans, your children won't even eat it. But today, beans is expensive. Rice, don't go there. 350 a cup. Gari, very expensive. It's no more. So if you see someone drinking gari, just know that person is a big man, because a cup of gari is 200, 250, right? So if that person is drinking gari, the person is a big man. But I'm still asking, what is wrong with government not putting money into agriculture? Why? Why are they finding it difficult to put money into agriculture? Why are governors, according to the Land Use Act, governors hold the land in trust? And the farmers have been complaining that they don't have tractors, they don't have seedlings, they don't have this, they don't have that. Why is it difficult for government to put so much money in agriculture? Why? It's all right. It's all right. Send in your messages to 0701-9339-962. Feel free to talk about what has been bothering you, what you feel is not right, or what you feel is wrong in your community. Like I said, make do with 0810-9510-951. The other number is not coming up. I don't know why. Yes. So you can just use the 0810-9510-951. But unfortunately, we're out of time. We'll go for a short break. When we come back, it will be time for Area Talk. Now, we'll be looking at the yearnings of the youth in River State. Amidst the political wranglings, amidst the political fight or whatever is ongoing, there is still hunger. Schools are dilapidated. The health sector is gone. No employment. Where is the youth in all these political wranglings and fights? Go on my Facebook. I put up a post there, and I said, Sim Fubara and Governor Wike, they are all, and their political associates are all comfortable and living a luxurious life. But what about Lucky Maxwell? Am I very comfortable? What about my guest who is seated here? Is he living a comfortable life? And you who is listening, do you have free healthcare, scholarship? These are questions you'll get to answer after the short break. Stay with us.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
The future belongs to the dreamers, the doers, To those who are not afraid to explore endless opportunities. No matter what your dreams are, you can achieve it. And Top Tea will be with you every step of the way. Start your day with a flavorful cup of Top Tea. You are made for more. The future belongs to the dreamers, the doers, to those who are not afraid.
What do you love listening to? What's your style? What's your choice? What do you yearn for? So we've got great talk, amazing conversations, and entertainment, sports, and lifestyle. So tune in to Today 95.1 FM. We're talking because we are the voice of the people. The voice of the people. Tune in for a journey beyond the ordinary.
Fasten your seatbelts.
We're not just a station. We are the station. Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
You light my fire, a burning fire. And when you're next to me, I know you feel my desire. You spark my wire, my naked wire. I'm drowning in the depths of my desire. Do-re-mi, it's a story of you and me. We're moving in harmony, baby, you know release me. The language of my body, you speak it so fluently. You kiss me, I know if you breathe. I want more of you. Why, rendezvous after wish, the things that you do to me, they bust my brain, oh. See, I found no believe, if not before you and me, yeah. I see that to me, no feet just plain, oh. Cause you light my fire, my burning fire. And when you're next to me, I know you feel my desire. You spark my wire, my naked wire. Drowning in the depths of my desire. Me no need to shalaye, no, no. But she bet me trabaye. The way you do your romancing, don't leave me wanting joy, like, yeah, oh. And when you tease, yeah, you tease me, you know I want more of you. Baby, you promise me, say you please me till I want more. Why, rendezvous after wish, the things that you do to me, they bust my brain, oh. See, I found no believe, if not before you and me, yeah. I see that to me, no feet just plain, oh. Cause you light my fire, my burning fire. And when you're next to me, I know you feel my desire. You spark my wire, my naked wire. Drowning in the depths of my desire. Naked wire, pass your current, make it enter. I'll be right here. Love me gently, love me tender. Oh baby, you give me pleasure. Yeah.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Thank you for joining us. Welcome on board. Welcome to Area Talk. My name is Lucky Maxwell. Let's talk about issues affecting River State. Governance is a vehicle to better the lives of the people. Some set of people are just privileged to be in some positions to manage the affairs of the state, to channel resources into different areas and sectors. The same thing the man does within the family setting. When money comes into the family, the man thinks about school fee, rentage, feeding, clothing, and then appropriate resources into this area. Any misappropriation of fund within that family will affect the family negatively. If the man fails to pay school fees, what will happen? The children will be chased out of school, right? If the man fails to buy them clothes, they'll be wearing tattered clothes. If the man fails to appropriate funds for feeding, they'll be malnourished. What that means is that they'll fall ill and then they'll be going to the hospital, in and out. That is just a typical example of how governance is supposed to be. Do we have governors who, when they come into seat, when they come into the reins of the throne, do we have governors who have appropriately apportioned funds for each sector? Education, which is very paramount, which is very important. You talk about health. For education, something must be in the head. For health, the body must be healthy. Employment generation, there must be something in the pocket, money, and food in the stomach, right? Security, people must sleep with their two eyes closed. Infrastructure, it brings development. Roads must be fixed. Electricity must be there. We must have a balanced system. We should also have a common tax system so that the businesses operating within the territorial jurisprudence of River State, they enjoy some form of peace. With that, you are rest assured that the state will continue to move from one stage to the other. Recently, we've been having what you call political crisis in River State. And I ask, and I will always ask, amid all this political crisis between the former and the present, where is the gain of the youth? Are they also putting the youth in the midst of all this? Looking at the fact that River State topped the list when it comes to unemployment, healthcare is gone, education is gone. Primary and secondary education, primary and secondary healthcare. We're having issues of flooding in this state. River State, Port Harcourt, Obiakpo is very dirty. As we speak, move around. You have debris of, waste littered all over. Where is governance in the midst of all this? Where is the youth in the midst of all these political wranglings? Have they taken care of scholarship? Have they taken care of employment? How many jobs have been created by this administration in the past 1 year? In the midst of all these political wranglings, the former administration that is in the middle of this political wranglings, how many jobs did they create for the youth? Growing up in those days, I used to see buses pick people up at the junction to Daewoo, Michelin in Transamadi and Co. What is happening today? Now, to discuss this, we have Savior Oscar Imiabe. He is the President General, South Youth Initiative. Good to have you, sir. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Maxwell. It's a pleasure to be with you. Good evening, Rivers people.
I put up something on my Facebook and I said, former Governor Wike is very comfortable and living a posh life. The cars he uses, of course, he has a new appointment. So everything is taken care of by taxpayers' money. Revenue from oil and gas takes care of them. The present governor of River State, Governor Sim Fubara, is very comfortable. What takes care of him? Taxpayers' money, revenue from oil and gas. Their children are schooling in the best schools in the world. They don't think about what to eat. They don't think about electricity. They don't think about what to wear. They don't think about what to drive. They drive in convoys. But I'm asking a question for the average youth. Savior, you're a youth. Yes, you have one small tuka that you're using. I don't know how you manage to buy fuel. Fuel is 850.
900.
900 now? Okay. I don't know if you live in a palatial home. Maybe because you've not taken me to your house. Maybe you also have a powered generator that, of course, they supply diesel from government house. You're able to reach out to your siblings, pay their school fee effortlessly without, killing yourself. For the average youth who is also listening, do they have scholarship? Do they have free healthcare? Do they have jobs in the midst of all these political wranglings?
Thank you very much. And it's also a very good one that we are looking at the state of affairs in our own state. And I always use the word, and I start with the word unfortunate situation that we find ourselves, because those of us that are less privileged, we know how we are able, or how we managed to meet up one square meal. I ask people every day, and I also want to mention it to the listening public, that until you drive on the road around 9 p.m., 8 p.m., 10 p.m., and see some of our our younger ones lying, sleeping on the road with their markets on their head or beside them. And when you stop and ask, what could have kept you to this hour? When did you come out to start hawking? You started hawking about 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m. And you are still on the road till 9 p.m. And I stop and ask one just along the Elozu flyover. And I asked, why are you still on the road up to this hour? And he said that if he did not finish this particular say, that there will be no food for him to eat if he gets home. That there will be no food. And that he's an orphan, living with someone that adopted him to be selling, and then from there he will eat. And you ask ourselves, this is a state, this is a country where we have crude, where we have agriculture, where we have, God has blessed us with gas, mineral resources, and every other resources. God has blessed us. Nigeria is richer than so many other countries that are doing better than Nigeria. Nigeria is ahead of so many countries in terms of financial capital.
I want you to localize it to River State.
No, we are coming. Now, because what is happening in River State in terms of job creation or lack of job activities is also applicable in the entire 36 states. And we have a president. Now, coming to River State, I will always say it, even though sometimes people will say like, if you say it this way, that means you are supporters of Simfubara. Now, if I talk in support of Wike now, I'll also be saying our supporters of Wike. But if there are something Wike did well in River State, how many persons can comfortably speak out that this is what former governor of River State, but it's a years ago one Wike, currently the FCT minister, did well in River State, that people applaud him, especially in the youth, especially in the students, especially in civil servants, especially in pensioners, especially in terms of rural development? How many things can you comfortably say that he did well in? So tell me why I should patronize the truth. Tell me why I should be sentimental with the truth. Because I want to be part of a process, or because I don't want to make some persons that are close to me, that are close to social person, to feel aggrieved. When these same people that will not want to be aggrieved, or you don't want to push to anger, are also not aware about your welfare, are also not aware about your upbringing, are also not aware of how you are feeding. So why should I be concerned about people that actually does not mean well as well? Now looking or going forward, the former governor of River State ensure that even the 5,000 job opportunity that was promised Rivers youth was not even given. Now the most mocking part of it was him saying that there was nothing, there was no manner of mockery that we did not get. Youth restiveness was on the increase on daily basis. Scholarship was not given to students. Rivers people suffered. There was money in the state, yet Rivers people did not feel the impact of that
money. Going forward, the cassava processing farm that took place in Oyigbo local government, that cassava processing farm that was actually commissioned today and abandoned the next day, one of the promises that was made by the former governor of Rivers State, by Zayesu Ezewonwike, the current FCT minister, was that cassava processing farm was going to empower up to 5,000 or 4,500 Rivers youth. Where are they now? The Songhai farm was closed down. The Bukuma fish farming was closed down. The Rivers State Sustainable Development Agency, RSSDA, was also shut down. Rivers State Transport Company, ROTC, was also shut down. Every other system that would have actually helped to create job opportunity for Rivers youth was also closed down. Some lecturers were already employed at the Kensawa Polytechnic, where he changed the name from Rivers State Polytechnic to Kensawa Polytechnic. Some lecturers there were also dropped, which they are still in court today. Now, what do we benefit, or what actually did we benefit? Even the rural infrastructure or road construction was not also across board to the 23 local government. There was nothing that I could comfortably say that would benefit from the past administration. And when you say it looks as if, it's because you are with Fubara. Fubara does not know some of us. You don't know that Rivers people wants the best. Now, what are we saying? Fubara on his own side must sit up. The governor of Rivers State must
because I was going to also ask you
the governor of Rivers State must.
Governor Fubara has been on the throne for 1 year.
To a year now. It's a year now.
And a child who is a year old is supposed to start working as we speak.
Yes.
But if you look, apart from 100,000 for civil servants and then, say promotion, blah, blah, blah. What about other sectors? There are pertinent needs right now as we speak. We get the report here daily, and we cannot say, from the report we have that, SIM has intervened in this area, he has intervened in this area, he has intervened apart from civil service.
Well,
so what about other people?
I think that's just where I was actually coming to His Excellency, Simeon Fubara, in as much as I encourage the fact that or feel a bit worried that is actually entering a new system, and his first tenure, his particular first tenure, wants to be truncated by his own predecessor, his former principal, is a sad one. And the governor must accept it as a challenge to ensure that his first tenure speaks for second tenure, if at all he intends to go for second tenure. Because it is the first tenure that some of us will stand on as a reason for his return for second tenure. Now, if your first tenure cannot actualize some of these goals that we have lost in the former government, then that means Rivers youth will also go against you. And I have said it before, and I will say it again. It is high time that His Excellency Simeon Fubara bring on board those that will not come and speak politics in government house with him, but those that will sit down and give him what Rivers people deserve, and actually educate him and remind him of what is needed in times of governance. Because within the middle of this crisis, he is going to be confused, and some of these attractions or distractions will affect him. It is difficult for me to condemn his administration at this point because of the serious political crisis that is ongoing with him. And that's why sometimes
we can't use that as an excuse.
It's not an excuse.
If people are hungry, and you say, because political crisis is ongoing. Remember, I said initially, FCT minister is living comfortably well, a posh, luxurious kind of life. Same Fubara, who is the present governor, it's the same thing. They are all living, and it cuts across board. They are political associates. They are all enjoying.
I'm actually coming to that.
And it's
point.
Rivers money. There is no excuse that, because political crisis is on, is that why Rivers youth should be hungry?
That's where I am actually coming to. At this point in time, we are looking at how His Excellency, the governor of Rivers State, Simeon Fubara, will not see distraction as an excuse in his first tenure. Will not see distractions as an excuse to how the welfare of Rivers citizens. Will not see distractions as an excuse to the well-being of Rivers youth. Because I must say, and I'll keep saying it, Rivers youth suffered in the hands of the previous administration. We lack everything we are supposed to be given in the hands of the previous administration. And we won't want to experience the same in this current administration. And I also wish that His Excellency Simbala Fubara do not pay attention on those playing politics with him. Because we understand that the same people, the number of persons surrounding the governor right now, are the same set of people that surround the former governor. It should bring new people on board. Build new people beyond politics. Bring new people beyond the system so that they can be able to bring to the table what is needed in terms of development. As we speak, this is 1 year has gone already. No job has been created. Yes, I want to congratulate him today for flagging off or for commissioning the Bori, the General Road, the Old Bori Road. Yes, I want to be done by Alex Oti. That's a good one. I think with what I heard, it was about 8 months that road actually took place. I think that's okay for him, but we are not comfortable enough because the former governor embarked on road infrastructure. Now, what we need is human capacity development.
Where are the roads?
In terms of Port Harcourt and Obiakpo.
But we're still having floods in Rumegbo, in Rumekini. Look at all. No, you came here now.
That's what he said.
But Savior, you came here.
Of course.
No, that's what he said. But we are talking about what we can see. The whole of Rumekini, internal roads, they are not bad.
It's obvious that the previous administration, that's what I said, that it's obvious that the previous administration, I cannot personally say this is where I am satisfied. Personally, I cannot say that. And I'm sure I'm not on this alone. So if the current administration do not sit up, it's unfortunate that Rivers State will also go against him. Because the previous administration, we never supported it. Because we saw what was not good. A lot of governance that was seriously against Rivers indigent. And those that was playing politics with it was celebrating it. And the same set of people that was celebrating that bad government, and the same set of people that are rallying around him now, currently. The same people that are praising him now. These same people were praising the other bad government too. They were praising it seriously. That's my worries. This same set of youth, this same set of people were the one praising the previous administration. And this same set of people are here now praising him. He should not be carried away with the praises. He shouldn't. But I should look at how the impact that he can give to Rivers youth and Rivers indigent, the welfare of Rivers citizens and the residents of Rivers State. It's very, very important. In terms of one, it should ensure that the scholarship that Rivers students did not get in the period in the previous administration, he should look at it. He should also ensure that the 5,000 jobs that the former governor promised Rivers State people or Rivers indigents should be increased. The cassava processing farm, where the former governor actually said that he was going to recruit about 4,500 or 5,000 youths there, should also be looked into. The ROSSDA, if they were doing well or if they need to be rebranded, you should bring them on board so that they can also continue with their corporate affairs activities or corporate society activities. If that is not done, the Songhai farm, yes, he has visited the Songhai farm. There's a lot that can come from that Songhai farm. The Buguma fish farm, most of these things should be reinstated so that job can be created. And mention that did some of these things saw the future in it. If the former governor of Rivers State, Right of Oshimiko to be mentioned, called the former Minister of Transportation, was able to see the beauty and the benefits of this whole thing, then I think he should go back and see how he can be able to use this opportunity to create job for Rivers people. Because whether you like it or not, the previous administration, if he wants to construct a road and he has an enemy on that road, he will not construct that road again. If they have started, they will not construct it again. Currently,
you mean political enemy?
Political enemy. Currently, the current governor visited Bori, my own local government, and saw or observed that the money that has been paid for the Bori internal road, none is visible. None is visible. I want to call His Excellency Simbala Fubara to please expose the contractor. We have said it before. I have made this call before. That the governor should expose the contractor.
Stopped work? I heard they stopped work and then they called.
They said he has paid 4 billion naira, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, the governor.
Yes, that they have 4 billion naira have been released. Now, nothing visible, nothing is on ground. And I don't think the governor should be protecting people like this. He should expose this person so that we'll be able to know that this is the person responsible for the failure.
How would you give money to a contractor and he wouldn't mobilize the site?
No, but I think the previous governor should be part of it. Maybe that's why he has actually set up a panel of inquiry. Maybe that will also be part of it. Because the panel of inquiry that has been set up should also be able to bring out some of this procurement aspect that was not followed. So if we are trying to see the best part of it, then His Excellency must live up to expectation, because those of us that have decided to encourage his administration also don't want to be disappointed. Because in the case where we are disappointed, we also, when I mean disappointed, not as an individual or as a person, but I think every citizens of Rivers State want to benefit from their government. And I also feel that it is our right to benefit from a sitting government or a particular governance. And if we don't benefit from it, that means the governor is not looking at the future of Rivers people. There are so many dead sectors that are already on ground, which I've mentioned. And these sectors should be revamped immediately or revived immediately. If we are not able to do that, there is a serious challenge. I understand that the assembly has been a major bottleneck. I also understand that the commissioners, they are not working with him, but all these things are something he can handle. They are not beyond him. The political crisis in Rivers State is not even up to the one that happened during the term of Amechi. Currently, we have not gotten to the stage of Amechi. The same way the former governor, who is the current minister of FCT, make Amechi pass through her in his second tenure. Even when Amechi, that was why some of us will always appreciate this man. Because Amechi, within his period as a minister for transportation, or minister of transportation, never for one day make Rivers State ungovernable for Nyesom Wike. Compared to what a passed through when Wike was a minister for state of education and supervisory minister of education. With the use of Joseph Ibu, even when Joseph Ibu have cried out, a former commissioner of police in Rivers State, he has cried out that he helped Wike and Wike abandoned him. He has said so in the public. He made that statement in the public, and I found that statement out in the public space. So if we have a situation like this, and Rivers people are having this kind of hardship or passing through hardship, currently, the level of fuel right now, and the government is not doing anything about it because it does not affect them directly, and because they can have their way. Look at how they are chasing this dollar issue. Look at how they are going after dollar issue, because they affect them seriously. And I always said it, that anytime you want to make government wake up, Nigeria government to wake up, you want them to wake up, make sure that the aviation sector goes on strike. Anytime the aviation sectors goes on strike, Nigeria government sit up immediately and we want to call off the strike immediately. So what is wrong with the LNC? Why is Nigeria Labour Congress, both at the state level and the national level, playing politics? Now, you are talking about, you went and do a protest against the increment in electricity. Very good. Why didn't you add that of fuel? So it can be all inclusive. So it will not be a stage by stage something. Why did you add all these things and then call some of us that are willing to give you the necessary support to join you? Now, the issue that is affecting us directly is beyond politics. So if actually LNC wants to make a case before the Nigeria government, why are you doing the protest section by section when we have so many things? Yes, the electricity tariff is affecting me directly, affects every other person too. That's not a bad one, but it should have been an inclusive action, both the fuel subsidy action and the increase in fuel. We can't be responsible for the production of crude, also have refineries that is meant for refining crude, and then still be suffering like this. And it's so much of a pain to us. So it's a very sad one.
So May 29, 2024, Simfubara's government will be 1 year. Now, yes, promotion has been ongoing in the civil service, but of course, I don't know if you're a civil servant.
I'm not a civil servant.
I'm not a civil servant. So the civil servant will say, oh, Simfubara has done well, because he has gotten in quote. But we'll still have other sectors, most especially the youth. The youth is a sector. If you don't create jobs for the youth, be ready for insecurity. be ready for a chaotic environment. By investing in agriculture, which is one of the mainstay, which should be one of the mainstay of the economy, and other sectors, how long will it take him?
If the government is proactive, if you have a practicing government or practical system, if we have a system where everybody wants to work and they're not coming to play politics, this thing will not even get to a year in our country. And then they invest, the financial involvement of this implementation is very matured, then everything can fall into place. But unfortunately, how have we been able to look at the diversification of economy? It has become a major setback because we concentrate so much on the crew that is coming. And that's a major challenge that we're having. We have forgotten about some other sector that can also make us get a better system. So if we really want to look into the agricultural sector, we have some other areas in Rivers State that still have a lot of massive land. In Ghana local government, there's so much land there. Now, looking at it from that perspective, if the governor wants to see, okay, look at Ghana local government, look at some other local government, there are a lot of local government in Rivers State. Eche is there. Some other Emo is there. And then you look at this local government that still have a lot of land. I
don't know how much you buy Gary now, but a bag of Gary is 110,000, 115,000.
It's not affecting, actually, God has blessed them in a way, financially. So if it is properly utilized and their children do not abuse it.
Would you really say God has blessed them? Let's leave that. Let's not say God has blessed them.
Well,
maybe the offices they've occupied, they were privileged to.
I believe that even the worst thing you want to do, even the sin you want to commit, if God do not give you opportunity or do not allow you to commit that sin, you won't even commit that sin.
Okay.
So in a way, it's asks attention on the political crisis in the state and then pay more attention on technocrats that he can actually bring on board. There are some persons that him as a governor should bring on board and he will enjoy the president. While you are presenting your 1 year in office, these youth in their various ways are also presenting what they have benefited from you in 1 year. It also will go down well to some of us. So, but if this process are not followed and youth are just waiting for them to
talk about education, you look at unemployment is on the high. How many people have jobs, direct and indirect jobs? It might not be white-collar jobs, agriculture. That will, of course, create jobs. You talk about the jobs. You talk about the chain of commands when it comes to the agricultural sector. Yes, good evening.
Yeah, Mr. Zion, good evening to you. The brother in the studio is not true and sincere to himself. Before he can come and be talking against the governor, Governor Sim Fubara, I expect you to come with a substance. Even the Bible said it, come with your substance and prove me. Governor Sim Fubara has delivered a dividend in democracy in the history of Nigeria since 1960. No governor has done that. Not one. I challenge him in the studio in a public debate. Look at the civil servants in Rivers State. Are they complaining? All the civil servants, even those that have never been promoted, Governor Sim Fubara promoted them, increased their salary.
Not part of the engine.
Hasn't he released $4 billion to Microsoft, to microloans? Are you not aware?
Who are those people?
Who are those? Did you went there? Were you there? And see thousands of Rivers people that been in that Obi Wali Cultural Center. Were you there? See, before I, Mr. Zion, choose to stand for Governor Sim Fubara, I have seen that this one is different. The Bible said this one is different. Do you know how many projects he has awarded?
Thank you, Mr. Zion.
Okay, you want to cut me off how many minutes?
No, let's allow other people to call in.
So give me 2 minutes. Normally 2 minutes, you allow him to criticize and talk down against Sim Fubara. Even if Mr. Zion don't talk for Sim Fubara, the birds of the air will speak for Governor Sim Fubara. The fishes of the river will speak for Governor Sim Fubara.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Before you criticize the government, the ring road, you may condemn that ring road for now. everybody sit down.
We also are talking about youth empowerment process. We are talking about capital development. Now, the other person said they're going to give out an opportunity that 1,000 persons benefited. In the midst of this current hardship, you think 1,000 persons is a pass mark? It is not. So if the governor wants to continue for second tenure, it is this first tenure that will complement the effort.
No, should the governor perform because he wants to win elections for second tenure, or he should perform because there's so much? He told us there's 27 billion, true or false?
Yes.
If there's 20, that's for IGR alone.
Outside
you have
allocation.
You have 13%. So there's so much money in the system. How can the youth, benefit from this money? I'm not talking about those who put canopies and shout, yeah. No, that's not the kind of. I'm talking about legitimate jobs that people are working, private sector coming in, agriculture is working. So states,
that's more reason why we are calling on the attention of the governor to pay less attention on praise singers. Praise singers will put him in trouble, because you see these praise singers, they will come out and governor is doing well everywhere.
No, he said he should state those areas you want the governor to.
That's what I'm saying. Because as we speak right now, we have areas of which the youth wants to be occupied. First, I want the governor to go back to the employment sector and then think of how he can be able to go to the RSSDA and then go back RSSDA to meet up its target at it where originated by the reason how it was established. Going back, he has visited Songhai Farm. It's a good one. Let Songhai Farm also come back working. Let the Buguma Fish Farm come back working. Let the cassava processing farm that was commissioned by the previous governor abandoned the next day come back working to be reactivated, and all these people should come back. Now, by the time you also help, ROTC is also coming back, fine, no issue. Now, those other employment lifting, the governor should lift employment embargo on all sectors. If the governor should lift employment embargo on all sectors, even the support we are giving him now as Rivers people will be massive. If by tomorrow or next tomorrow or by next week, we hear that the governor has lifted employment embargo on all the sectors in the state, and has also called for immediate employment in process like this, and also give chances for merit, because you must give chances for those that will merit it.
That's another issue.
Yes, those of us that do not have who will speak for us, those of us that do not have who will stand in for us, those of us that are less privileged, and we can merit this position or opportunity, to be able to get it without calling on our godfathers or looking for recommendation. So there should be a merit position. 70%. 70% should go for merit. Then the other percentage, 30%, can go for recommendations or for acceptance or for who is who. But 70% at least should go for merit.
It should be 80-85.
If the governor should lift employment embargo immediately, the support he's getting now will be massive. Now, outside this, talk about the banana plantation in Ogoni. Now, this other place is a debt aspect of it as well. Going forward, if these all things are done, it will be easier for our youth to be able to eat from these opportunities. And even though we will still come out and then go ahead and do our rallies, do support for the governor, but at least we have something that is giving us a primary means of survival. Now, if this is done, and I also talked about how Rivers youth or students, we are deprived in the previous administration from scholarship. Bursary was not paid in the complete 8 years of the previous administration. The governor should also go back to the student aspect and then pay bursaries to indigenous students, because this bursary, I received bursary when I was in school. I must tell you, back then when I was in school and I received bursary, I was so excited. I was so excited that I received this bursary, and I ensured that I use this bursary for something very meaningful for myself. So it's important that the governor should also come to this aspect, think of how to pay bursary for Rivers students. Going forward, give scholarship to those that deserve scholarship.
Both local and foreign.
Give scholarship.
It's
also will help to improve the system.
I've seen your message. You talked about the opening of the River State Transportation. That's good, okay? But we're looking at the numbers now. The numbers, that's what we're looking at. Okay, what's the impact? Yes, good evening.
Yes, good evening, Martin.
Yes, go ahead, Obed.
Greeting to your guest. I think your guest is actually making sense, and it does not call for anybody to antagonize him. You asked the question if the youth is benefiting in the midst of this political quagmire. I tell you, no benefit yet. Of course, the government is new. That is why some of us are fighting to ensure that the governor gets rid of this godfatherism from what happened in the past administration, so that embargo will be lifted from river people, so the governor can be able to concentrate and be able to provide dividends of democracy. So if you ask if there's any benefit, I'm not seeing any benefit yet, but I still have hope. Like I said, I'll continue to say, one of the things that made me to have penchant on the current administration was when he made that move to visit Songhai Farm to see how to resuscitate that Songhai Farm. Because I came in contact with one of the people who went out to Israel through the past administration, Rotimi Amechi, for training on that Songhai Farm. He complained to me, the guy complained bitterly that the thing is just flying fallow. After the training, they cannot be able to practicalize what they were trained for.
Thank you,
mentioned everything they can be able to produce there. That people normally come there for exportation and all that.
Thank you, Obed.
So the governor, I would advise him, he should take that bold step immediately, just like your guest has said. Let him start resuscitating. We have a syringe farm at a syringe factory at Rumoti. See how to resuscitate them. You understand? We are giving the Indian support right now. We are not benefiting anything, but we are hoping that as we support you, ensure that in fact you have to move fast. That will guarantee your second tenure to come speedily. You understand? I'm not saying you are doing it for the second tenure, but do it because you want to provide employment to river people that have been denied employment for the past 8 years. So no need to antagonize your guests. I think you have spoken very well and you have spoken effectively. Thank you very much.
Eberi Chukwu says, one more thing, lifting of embargo is usually a gradual process. Take it, he will not fail the youth of this state and the state in general. It's not a gradual process. It's just a word. The governor will just say anything. If governor says nobody should pass, through East-West Road, it stands. There's nothing like gradual. So lifting of embargo is, I've lifted embargo on unemployment. You give directive. That's it. Anybody who doesn't want to carry it out, you flush the person out. It's as simple as ABC. That's the powers of the governor. You don't know how powerful the governor is. If the governor looks at you now and say, give this man a house, give him this, give him that, and he assigns someone to do that, and in 1 week time they don't do that, he can fire that person straight on.
So that's where we come to say that as a government, we must always ensure that you are concerned, not just concerned, but also think about how you can be able to leave a legacy for yourself.
Savior, we're out of time. Honorable Marlon says, greetings, Max. To be frank, I must commend your guest for his choice of words and the way and manner he presents his words of advice to the governor. This is a way to advise or admonish an individual or administration. Thank you very much, Savior Imeba, President General, South Youth Initiative. We appreciate you for coming on the program. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Conclusively, before I leave, I want to say sincerely that the governor is enjoying Rivers' support today because people loves him. But to maintain that Rivers' support that he's enjoying today, he must be able to pay back by lifting employment embargo on job creation and also think of how Rivers youth will benefit from his system. We all want to benefit. We have stayed stagnant for the complete 8 years of the previous administration. And we want to remain stagnant in this current administration. So if the governor wants to do well, he should please pay less attention on praise singers, pay less attention on political distraction, pay less attention on political crisis, and focus on governance and think of how to make himself useful and write his name in gold.
Thank you very much, Savior. We appreciate you.
Thank you
for
very
everyone
much.
that has been a part of the conversation, thank you and good evening.
Tune in for a journey beyond the ordinary.
Fasten your seatbelts.
We're not just a station. We are the station. Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
Funke Oshunaike returns for the concluding part of my conversation with her. Yes, the African table tennis queen. 7 times she's been to the Olympics. That's no mean feat at all. She holds that record as far as Africa is concerned. No be small thing at all. She's right there waiting to talk to us. My name is Godwin A. Nakina. Remember, it is Global Sports Update.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So that at least if you cannot video them, they can, there should be a voice record. Sometimes it happens in the university, in the secondary school too. So it's not only in sport. Let's face it, you know that now. So the only thing is that all these girls, do they have to wake up? And apart from that, there are some girls that lie about this thing. So that is why before you go to any court of law, you need to have a proof, and that is a part of it. But I kept telling them that the only thing you have to do is just keep begging them, But unfortunately, some of them have, it's not only in table tennis. Some of them don't work out, they can't face it anymore. And apart from that, a lot of girls, people doing, young girls or doing sport, the majority of them, they are not from a rich family, and some of them we just give them like that because they want to follow their dream. No, it's so painful, but let's just leave it. This is too close to my heart.
We will not leave it. You're an advocate, and I know that you have a foundation. It's your 50th birthday. For gosh, Nike, you are planning something for. Is it a girl child or for everyone associated with table tennis? What's your plan, your foundation? What's the name of your foundation?
Oh my God! Now my sweet name now, Funke Oshunaike Foundation. That's the name of my foundation. So that everybody that hear Funke Oshunaike, they will just our own Funke Oshunaike. Yeah, that's the name of my foundation. My foundation is just to help the ones in need, the talent. But with this one I want to do to celebrate my 50th birthday, I just wanted to go back to primary school. Okay. I started representing, my state when I was in primary school. So I want to bring them, I want new talent. We need them in table tennis. So I want new talent, and I want the one that has to do with real age. So I want education with sport together. So I want to catch them young. That's why I wanted to start from primary school. Apart from the primary school, then I will put maybe some under 16. Then I'll be able to talk to them. Let me tell you one thing. One thing is talking to the girls. As we're talking to the girls, we have to be talking to the boys too, because the boys one day they are going to be men. So we have to train our boys to how to treat women. The same thing I have 2 boys here. The same thing I'm doing to my boys. So as we are training the girls, you understand, we have to keep training the boys too. So we should not only concentrate on the girl child. It is both ways. It is very, very important. And some boys who are going through stuff, we should not forget that. Most of the time we talk, it's always girls. We need to do it both ways. So that's what that's my dream, to actually, give back like that, to the younger one, to this sport that has given me so much, that made Funke. Yeah.
Now, you talked about you have 2 boys. The first one is how old now?
My first boy is 21 and his name is Divine.
And the second one?
My second boy is 17 and his name is Unique.
Is any of them taken after you?
Unfortunately, they don't do sport. They only do sport in school. My first boy, I remember telling me that, Mommy, you know what? I'm not interested in I just want to go to school. I'm not interested in table tennis. And the thing is that, I remember taking both of them to every competition. I was going back then. Divine was in Athens 2004. I remember all the footballers, they qualified at that time. The female football. They were carrying Divine, Unique too was everywhere with me, all African games in Algiers and everywhere, they all can. But unfortunately, my boys decided they don't want to do sport. Normally, my younger one wanted to play football. Unique wanted to play football, but because Mama is not always around, he only plays football in school, and I don't like football like that.
I know you don't like football. What's your problem with football, Funke?
Because they were treated, oh my God, you really want to hear this? It's because of the way Nigeria treated other sports because of football. You know, they just put us at the other. I don't have problems with footballers. I just have the way they were treating footballs in Nigeria as if they are everything, and every other sport we're just nothing. We'll go for African games together, or Olympics together, or whatever together, and you'll see the way they will be treating us, and they will put every other sport aside. Is that fair? It is just like a parent, you know, having 10 children, and you have one favorite, and this favorite, you give this favorite everything he ever wanted, and the other one, what do you think they will be thinking about the favorite boy? Don't let me bite my tongue. I think that is the reason. It's really unfortunate that they put every other sport by the side. If they give like 100%, you know, 100%, they will give football 80%, and 20% will go to the other sport. Even the 20% for us to...
It's 12 a.m. in the morning. I still wait for your call. Don't do me like this, oh yeah. Arabiti walona, yeah. But I don't wait, oh. I don't wait, see, so yeah. And I see the pray, oh. I still the pray, oh yeah. Oh, Dana, oh my ego now for you.
Oh my ego for you.
Oh my rabba now for you. Yeah.
Oh my rabba for you.
Go me now for you. Yeah.
Okay for you.
All the motor for my garage for you. Yeah.
All the motor in the garage for you. Yeah.
Oh my ego now for you.
Ego now for you. Yeah.
Oh my rabba now for you. Yeah.
Oh my rabba now for you. Yeah.
Go me now for you. Yeah. All the motor for my garage for you.
All the motor for the garage for you. OBO, Adele. 30 minutes for you. For the best for you. I put my life on the line for you. Nobody else got you. Baby, boo. You don't say you be my boo. If I money be oh, baby, I be fool. Baby, I be fool. Say I want to show you my world, girl.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Please listen to this paid infomercial.
Herbal Heritage International, the Kokoroko, for herbal medicine, when they produce strong, correct medicine, they take the support with country health care system. Country man, correct, but holistic, ogbonge herbal medicine, they know they come out for public anyhow, like a big basket. Food ground, as every Christmas, have been boundary. Sickness, have been medicine, we pass them. After all, monkey smart now, because tree near tree is our forest. Heritage International will use the technology of computer testing machine to see and know before attacking that your health condition, we don't become umbarumba for your life with the correct treatment. Therefore, whether definition or without definition, make you visit Herbal Heritage International offices where near you. Herbal Heritage International. Now you.
Hello and welcome to the program Roots and Herbs. Roots and Herbs is a program that discusses health-related challenges and suggests possible ways out from the herbal medicine perspective. Roots and Herbs is put together and sponsored by Herbal Heritage International, also known as Baba Yoruba. Baba Yoruba is currently having a special promo package. This promo package will give you the opportunity to enjoy 50% discount on all their products and services. This offer runs while the stock lasts. At number 24 Ikwere Road, Mile 1 by Education Bus Stop, Port Harcourt. Number 24 Ikwere Road, Mile 1 by Education Bus Stop, Port Harcourt. This promo package will give you the opportunity to enjoy 50% discount on all their products and services. And at the same time, it will give you the privilege of meeting Baba Yoruba himself at the venue. For details and inquiries, the telephone number to call is 080 33 111 946. I repeat, 080 33 111 946. 080 33 111 946. On today's edition of the program, our topic for discussion is staphylococcal infection. And I have with me in the studio Dr. Otumba Abiodun. Sir, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. Staphylococcal infections do occur in the body system when Staphylococcus bacteria enters into the body system and spread within the body system, destroying body cells. Staphylococcus bacteria are majorly of 3 types that can afflict men. But of these 3, the most pathogenic in nature, that is the one that is capable of causing diseases easily in men, is the Staphylococcus aureus, because it is capable of invading body cells, destroying them, causing different pathological changes in the body. When Staphylococcus bacteria spread in the body system, there are a number of changes that one can experience. This can result to burning sensation within the individual, and this can be seen as fever from time to time, or a situation where there is certain hotness coming from within. There can be skin manifestations in staphylococcal infection that can be given one periodic boils or rashes all over the body. In some people, such rashes can come around the pubic region, or even leading to boils that can lead to blisters or even ulcers on the skin. It is possible for one to experience persistent headache in staphylococcal infection because the body fluid is already contaminated. Staphylococcus, as we know, is a form of bacteria. Any bacteria that is capable of spreading in the body system can lead to reactions in the body that can further damage body tissues. And when this occurs, it is possible for one to experience joint pains in form of infective arthritis. Part of this bacteria can spread deep into the tissues of the heart, affecting the valves of the heart. And when this occurs, you discover that there can be palpitation that some will start witnessing as if they have panic attack. When this is allowed to continue in the body system, it is possible for one to start getting tired easily. There are many people, by walking from one pole to another, they get tired, or by doing just something that is not supposed to be that tasking in terms of energy consumption, they discover that it's as if they don't have enough hair where they are located. All this can be as a result of weakness of the heart, resulting from infection or spread of this bacteria we're talking about. When this bacteria is able to pollute the body fluid, it is possible for one to witness mouth odor. Mouth odor is a form of changes that is called halitosis, where people will start coming up with breath coming from within that is already polluted. There is no amount of time such people wash their mouth, you discover that the breath coming out is very offensive. All this can be as a result of pollution of the body system. It is possible, if any bacteria is able to dwell so long in the body system, to contaminate the whole body fluid and even damage nerves. When nerves are damaged, there can be tiredness. Not only this, it is possible for men to suffer a lot because this can degenerate to a situation where a man is unable to stand like a real man. When a man is unable to stand like a real man, it is seen as a serious challenge because the whole family can be affected. Part of the joy of the relationship can be stolen, and this can cause different rancors in the family. A man that is unable to stand as he should can find it difficult to get arousal. The desire for opposite sex can disappear, and once that arousal is not there, that is the ignition point. It means such a man will not be able to stand like a real man. In some people, the arousal can be there, but you discover that because nerves have been damaged, the transmission from the upper center down to the power point of man, that is in between his two thighs, can be weakened. When such occurs, you discover that such a man can even get arousal or is able to stand, but the type of standing that he has is not strong enough to help him to even get into the act. In some people, they make effort to get into the act, but you discover that they are unable to spend more than a minute or more before they are exhausted. Mind you, before a man can be called a real man, such a man must be able to have the arousal as desired and also be able to sustain the energy he has been able to gather for a considerable length of time. That is when such a man can be able to make his partner happy when it comes to man-to-woman interaction. So such men do suffer from this from time to time. It's after knowing the root cause of the challenge that one will be able to know the right step to take for one to be totally free. Whenever you experience anything that we have been able to mention or other things, it's very important for one to visit a competent healthcare giver who will be able to run tests on one and pinpoint where the problem lies and provide solution. For more enlightenment and advice, the number to call is 080-33-111-946. I repeat, 080-33-111-946. Thank you all.
All right. You've been listening to the program Roots and Herbs. Roots and Herbs is a program that discusses health-related challenges and suggests possible ways out from the herbal medicine perspective. Roots and Herbs is put together and sponsored by Herbal Heritage International, also known as Baba Yoruba. Baba Yoruba is currently having a special promo package. This promo package will give you the opportunity to enjoy 50% discount on all their products and services. This offer runs while the stock lasts. At number 24 Ikwere Road, Mile 1 by Education Bus Stop, Port Harcourt. Number 24 Ikwere Road, Mile 1 by Education Bus Stop, Port Harcourt. This promo package will give you the opportunity to enjoy 50% discount on all their products and services. And at the same time, it will give you the privilege of meeting Baba Yoruba himself at the venue. For details and inquiries, the telephone number to call is 080 33 111 946. I repeat, 080 33 111 946. 080 33 111 946. I repeat, 080 33 111 946. Let's take our sponsor's message. Don't go away. We shall be right back.
Herbal Heritage International, the Kokoroko, for herbal medicine, when they produce strong, correct medicine, they take it, they support with country health care system. Quantliman, correct, becalistic, ogbonge herbal medicine, they know they come out for public anyhow, like a big basket. Full ground, as every Christmas have been boundary. Sickness self sabi medicine will pass them. After all, monkey smart now, because tree near tree is our forest. Heritage International will use the technology of computer testing machine to see and know before attacking that your health condition. When don't become umbarumba for your life with the correct treatment. Therefore, whether definition or without definition, make you visit Herbal Heritage International offices way near you. Herbal Heritage International. Now
You're welcome back to Roots and Herbs. Roots and Herbs is a program that discusses health-related challenges and suggests possible ways out from the herbal medicine perspective. Roots and Herbs is put together and sponsored by Herbal Heritage International, also known as Baba Yoruba. Baba Yoruba is currently having a special promo package. This promo package will give you the opportunity to enjoy 50% discount on all their products and services. This offer runs while the stock lasts. At number 24 Ikwere Road, Mile 1 by Education Bus Stop, Port Harcourt. Number 24 Ikwere Road, Mile 1 by Education Bus Stop, Port Harcourt. This promo package will give you the opportunity to enjoy 50% discount on all their products and services. And at the same time, it will give you the privilege of meeting Baba Yoruba himself at the venue. For details and inquiries, the telephone number to call is 080 33 111 946. I repeat, 080 33 111 946. 080 33 111 946. Until we come your way again, remain blessed.
And that was a paid infomercial.
Say no to the ordinary. Embrace the extraordinary, because we are voice of the people. Voice of the people. Today, 95.1 FM. Today, 95.1 FM.
It's 12 a.m. in the morning. I still wait for your call. Don't do me like this, oh yeah. Arabiti walona, yeah. 'Cause I don't wait, oh.
don't do it, so and I see the pray, I still the pray, oh, don't know, oh my ego now for you,
Oh my ego for you,
oh my rabba now for you,
oh my rabba for you,
go me now for you, yeah.
okay for you.
All the motor for my garage for you, yeah.
The motor in the garage for you, yeah.
Oh my ego now for you,
Ego now for you, yeah.
oh my rabba now for you, yeah.
Oh my rabba now for you, yeah.
Go me now for you, yeah. All the motor for my garage for you,
The motor for the garage for you, OBO, Ade. 30 million for you, all the best for you. I put my life on the line for you. Nobody else got you. Baby, boo. You don't say you be my boo. If I body be oh, baby, I be fool. Baby, I be fool. I hear you. Say I want to show you my world, girl. I hear you. I say I don't go do you. I hear you. Do you? I want to show you my world. I hear you.
cause all my ego now for you,
All my ego for you,
all my rabba now for you, yeah.
rabba for you,
Go me now for you, yeah.
okay for you.
All the motor for my garage for you,
The
yeah.
motor in the garage for you,
All
yeah.
my ego now for you,
Ego now for you, girl.
all my rabba now for you,
Oh
yeah.
my rabba now for you, girl.
Go me now for you, yeah. All the motor for my garage for you,
The motor for the garage for you,
oh, yeah.
badass.
Tell me what you want, tell me what you need. Oh shit.
Dr. Dollar Entertainment.
Thank you for joining us. Welcome on board once again. This is time for Eyewitness Report. So tell us what's going on in your community. Tell us what's going on in your area. Sorry, we had to take a little chunk of the Eyewitness Reports, the time for Eyewitness Report today. So we'll hit this from now up until 8:45. Imaman, okay, you're back. Imaman is back.